Boy, do I got a story time to tell you guys. So, first of all, if you are new here, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I drop a lot of satisfying haircut videos, and I try to teach you guys a little bit as well as satisfy you at the same time. I do a lot of product reviews and everything else, all of that good stuff. Okay, but today I got a story time to tell you guys. So, the haircut is pretty much just gonna be in the background, so you guys can have something to watch. But I really gotta tell y'all the story. So, this guy in the chair. I said in the client, that don't make no sense. But this guy in the chair is my longtime friend Mike, right? I went to middle school with him. We've been cool since pre-K. You know what I'm saying? We go way back. All right, we go way back. So before he came, I had another client before him that came late. Like it was like 20 minutes late. And usually I don't let people come in past 5 minutes late and get their haircut still, because I have a tight schedule. Usually I have a tight schedule, but it was for an important event that he needed, and it's a loyal client. So like for loyal clients, you kind of bend the rules just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Especially if all your clients are like mine, like they all respect my time, they all pay, tip, all of that. You know what I'm saying? I have a very good clientele. I appreciate them for sure, because a lot of barbers don't have that. But regardless, so I cut his hair, and knowing that I was gonna be late, but there was a possibility that I could not have been running late if I rushed Mike's haircut, which I'm doing now. Now I couldn't rush Mike's haircut because I had to film it, and filming it is like my job. Like creating content is what's really making the money. So and all of my clients know that. They know if I'm filming a haircut, you know what I'm saying, like it might go over. And I try my best to let people know if I'm filming, like, hey, I'm filming. It's gonna take a little longer, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And all my clients are understanding, except for today. So when that happened, it was a client after Mike, right? Now keep in mind, I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna try to do Mike's haircut, film it, but also try to get it done as fast as possible. So this haircut really isn't as good as I could have made it, because I was kind of rushing, but not really. Because when I film a haircut, it has to look as good as possible to me, because I don't like putting out bad work on camera. So I did try to make it look as good as I can with the time being. But if I would have had time and not, like, if I didn't have that thought that, okay, this client is coming, or I might be running too late behind schedule, I would have been more calm. The cut would have came out way more cleaner regardless. But so I had a client that was coming after Mike, and she has a autistic, she has a son with autism. Now I've been cutting him for like 6 years, since I started high school and all the way till now. So it's been a while since I've been cutting them, right? And they've always been good. They always been good to me, except I don't know what happened today. Like it was always cool, because most of the time I'm always on time, and if something happens, I always let them know. Because I try to be professional as possible, but everybody not perfect. Like you're gonna mess up, like you're gonna have mistakes, and all you could do is just own up to it and hope for the best. You know what I'm saying? But all my loyal clients, well, basically everyone I pretty much dealt with understands that, and they just been understanding and just like, it's all good, Kev. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff happens. But yeah, so this time after I cut Mike, now in the middle while I'm cutting Mike, the lady is like texting me like, hey, I'm outside. And she's 10 minutes early. Like I'm like, okay, cool. I could try to finish this haircut, and I should be able to be done on time. Now she started blowing up my phone. I'm like, okay, I'm finishing this haircut. I'm like, hey, I'm filming, running a little late. I'll be done. And she was like, what time? How long is it gonna take? I'm like 15-20 minutes. Or whatever. And she was just like, I said, I do apologize. My client before him came late, and I had to get him in because it was an important event. Now she started going off and was just like, well, I had work and this and that, and you should have told me hours ago that you were going to be late. I'm like, bruh, in my head, I'm like, bruh, I'm trying to finish this haircut. I don't got time for this. Like, why are you going off with me? All I told you is that I'm running late. I apologize, and I mean, there's nothing I can do. Like, I can get you in at another time if you want to. Like, just say that. Or if you want to come another day, just say that. which most understanding clients do. If they're like, it's all good, man, if you can't get me in before this time, I'll just come later, or I'll just come tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. All right. There's no need to go off, especially if I'm not, giving you that same energy. So she's going off. She's like, well, I'm always on time, and I never had this problem. And this is unprofessional. Blah blah blah. I'm like, what the heck is you talking about? Why are you acting like this is my first time cutting your son's hair? Like this is not new. I've been treating you guys correctly for years. I've been treating you guys right for years, bro. And the one time I'm like running late because of a client that had an important event beforehand, and she was just like, you just going off. So I'm like, all right, bro. So I just started responding after a while, and she started writing paragraphs. I'm not reading them, but I'm like, okay, cool. I said, listen, I'm almost finished. If you still want to get the cut, I'm almost finished. So she just like, okay, cool. We've been waiting out here for a man long, blah, blah, blah. It's been like 20 minutes, 25 minutes or whatever. And she just going off, and I'm just like, why are you giving me this energy? Like this is not it, right? Like why are you doing this to me? I never gave this energy to anybody. I've never treated anyone wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a simple mistake that I owned up to. And so regardless, I finished up Mike's cut, right? Now Mike's cut came out clean, but it kind of pissed me off because I couldn't make it as clean as possible because I'm stressing about her outside and wilding and blowing up my phone. So I finally told her, I was like, okay, I'm finished, you can come in. And she comes in and she's just like, I think we need to have a conversation about this and how unprofessional you're being about this. And I'm just like, I'm talking to her in this tone that I'm talking to you guys. I'm like, I'm sorry, there was nothing I can do. The client before him came super late, and I had to get him in because it was an important event. And she just like yelling at me, going off, over talking me, and she's like, no, this is the difference between a client and a customer. They're long time clients that come every day and tip and blah blah. You're supposed to treat them a certain way. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I've been treating you good for years. Like, why are you acting like I'm just this bad barber that don't care about your well-being? Like, what are we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? Like, I genuinely did not understand like where she was coming from. Now I can understand. She was like, if you were running late, you could have told me that hours ago so I could be ready. I'm like, but I wasn't running late hours ago. I just started running late before this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was no preparation. Stuff happens. Like, why? But how do you not understand that as a human being? How do you not understand that stuff happens? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just stuff happens. So I'm sitting there like, I'm just letting her talk. And she was like, and I'm explaining myself to you and my problems, and you're just sitting there with that I don't care attitude. And I'm like, well, I'm trying to explain to you that it wasn't my fault. There was nothing I can do, and I'm apologizing. But it's like, what else do you want me to say? And then she's like, well, you're not owning up to it. And I was like, again, like, what do you want me to say? I already apologized. I got him in the chair now. Do you want me to cut his hair or not at this point? Like, what are we talking about here? So I was just being quiet. I just let her talk. I'm like, you know what? In my head, I'm like, yeah, I'm never cutting this. I'm never cutting him again. Like, I'm not finna keep dealing with this negativity and attitude. Like, I'm not used to that. Like, I don't deal with people like that. Bring positive energy to the barbershop, positive energy to, the suite or whatever. That's what I like to deal with. I like to deal with positive energy, right? So, but like I said, I was just so confused. Like, she's never treated me like that ever. And it's been years. And my mom was just like, well, maybe she just having a bad day or blah, blah. The thing is, bro, it don't matter if you're having a bad day. Like, professionalism goes both ways. Like, you expect me to be professional as a barber, you have to be professional as a client. Like, come on, bro. You can't just be walking up into the shop, going off on the barber because of a small inconvenience. Like, that's just not how life works, bro. Like, nobody is perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already apologized. I owned up to it, and even though she said I didn't, clearly did. Like, I have the messages of me apologizing and she's just going off. I'm like, I really don't understand, like, what the heck you're talking about or whatever. But, so push come to shove, I had to fire a client. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never had to fire a client before. Well, one other time, but that was only because of something else. That wasn't, like, nothing crazy. But yeah, it's just crazy. I just feel like I had to tell you guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is wild. I never experienced this before, so But I am happy that I've experienced it now versus back then when I first started cutting hair, because I don't know if a lot of you guys know, but me when I first started cutting hair was very nervous. I didn't have people skills. I didn't know how to talk to people. So if somebody would have came at me sideways like that, I kind of just would have been like a deer in headlights. So I wouldn't know what to say. I kind of would just let them talk to me any old way. Now, yeah, nah, I can speak for myself now. You know what I'm saying? You're not just finna say anything and think that it's finna get past. Nah, ain't no way. So after the cut, I ended up cutting his hair. You know what I'm saying? I finished the cut, and I was just like, you don't have to worry about paying. You know what I'm saying? Because in my head, I'm like, I'm not cutting him no more anyway. It's okay. I don't need your money. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm pretty sure I'm a pretty booked barber. I got an established clientele, and I'm not saying it to be cocky or nothing. It's just facts. Like if you're gonna treat me like I'm like I need your money, and I'm supposed to be perfect to you, like you not like what? Come on, bro. Like what are we talking about here? Like you can't expect me to treat you a certain way. You treat me like you crazy, bro. Like that's foul. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, you don't have to worry about paying. She was like, no, you can keep the money because I understand that this is how you make your money and this is your job. And I'm just like, yeah, nah. Now you're just trying to make me feel bad. I'm not feeling bad. Take your money, and yeah, I'm not cutting them again. I'm not gonna deal with negativity and negative clients, bro. Like I can't do it. I can't do it. All money ain't good money, bro. And that's straight facts. All money is not good money. But yeah, that's the end of the story. But this is why Mike's cut. Like if a lot of you guys, if y'all pay attention to Mike's cut, the cut gonna come out clean, and y'all gonna be like, oh, you should have did this, you should have did that. The cut could have been cleaner if you did this. Well, this is why. You know what I'm saying? Like I was dealing with a mental battle at the same time while I'm cutting his hair. And I was really angry because I wanted to get this cut as good as possible, especially because I don't really show straight hair all the time. So when I do, I like to kind of show out and make it look fire. But regardless, man, I did what I could with the time being, dealing with all of that at the same time. But yeah, I basically just did like a mid-drop fade on this haircut, and the beard could have been crispier, the beard could have been blended out better, the top could have been better, everything could have been better. It's just I was not in the right mind state, bro. But I still had to get this video out because creating content is my job, and you got to be able to work in with everything going on. You got to be able to still push out work, bro. So yeah, I might do another one. I might have Mike come back next time his hair grow out again and do another video and show you guys how I actually make it look close to perfect, because Mike has a really good canvas, and he don't really care what I give him. So I usually just go with the messy crop top. I do a little point cutting after I make it down to the desired length. I do a little point cutting so I add some texture, and then I add the powder or whatever. But bro, it was just so many steps that I've learned that I couldn't do because I just wasn't in the mind state. So yeah, don't get on me too much in the comments. But yeah, you guys let me know, what was some crazy experiences that you guys dealt with in the barbershop or at your suite or wherever you cut at, whether it's with clients or with other barbers. Y'all let me know what y'all dealt with so I don't feel alone in the comment section below.